How to quit finally watching porn. Not for some season, not for a semen retention streak, but to actually quit porn forever. In this video, I'll be sharing the most overlooked yet simple aspect of what actually causes us to quit a bad habit. Not only just porn, but all of the bad habits that we have accumulated with time. Now, before I explain myself any further, my name is Austin Salas, and helping men overcome premature ejaculation, performance anxiety, porn addiction is my specialization. I help many men across the world, and I love to share my insights and what I learned from my own journey. If you're watching this video, it's likely coming to your awareness that you want to stop watching porn, and that conscious decision, that part of you that wants to change, is what you have to act upon. And once you do that, once you make that decision, you're already halfway to resolving the problem. Now, you've probably already looked at all of the myriad ways that you can overcome this issue that you're experiencing, right? We see a lot on the internet. If you're feeling an urge, just pop out 50 push-ups, go to the gym. You can journal your experiences, write down your emotions, and never forget to use your strength and your willpower to really overcome these desires. And my personal favorite, you've probably already followed a bunch of NoFap accounts, the NoFap gurus, and you're thinking about buying their 90-day programs because you really think that that's going to be the change. Now, I do want to explain why this probably won't work for you, albeit doesn't mean that you shouldn't give it a shot. At the end of the day, there's good intentions behind these accounts. They obviously want to help you overcome your addiction. However, for most people, they don't understand the actual dynamics of what's going on here. You see, you are trying to consciously resolve a unconscious problem. Your sexual urges are a subconscious mechanism. They are part of the mammalian brain. That subconscious is 1,000 times more powerful than any of our rational thoughts than our conscious mind. It's very hard to overcome this subconscious program. You have to resolve this issue on that level of the mind. Get the subconscious on board, and once you do that, this whole idea of having to use just willpower and strength alone can change. This is something that most people experience whenever they're trying to quit any habit. The problem lies is that we are not necessarily using our mental capacity to its greatest extent. And as I just mentioned, we believe that willpower alone is what's going to help us create that catalyst. Yet, here's a good example, right? Most people, right, they start off good, they start off strong, they go a few days without watching porn, yet the second that they have a bad day, the second that they're really stressed out, maybe at night they can't go to sleep and they're looking for a way to just provide themselves some temporary relief, you go right back to that pattern. You go right back to that subconscious pattern, and again, coming up short, relapsing, as most people would say. And not to bash any one of these coaches or these programs that are helping people, yet again, the percentage of people that actually finish this 6-month program or even these 30-day challenges is very, very minimal. With that being said, what's the surest way to overcome this addiction? Guys, the short answer to this, and really the surest way, is that you have to hit rock bottom. You have to feel that chain of emotion that just makes you feel like absolute shit about yourself. There's really no other way to put it. And I'll tell you exactly why this works. You see, when our emotions are flowing, the subconscious is wide open, meaning that we can actually begin resolving it on that level. You see, pain, suffering, misery, disappointment, all of these emotions serve as a great catalyst for transformation. They serve as incredible motivators for real change to actualize itself in our minds. You see, the subconscious realization of how much pain or how much suffering this is causing you will be that actually causes you to change. That realization comes directly from you. It does not come from a coach. It does not come from a program. Instagram. It does not come from watching a motivational no-fap video. It's the absolute realization that clicks in your mind that says, I do not want to live like this anymore. I no longer want to keep putting myself in this terrible mindset, in this terrible feeling of what I'm experiencing. It's strategically putting attention on our problem. I do this with my clients when we're working one-on-one. I'm never offering advice. I'm never offering a suggestion or an exercise. All I'm doing is strategically putting attention in their problem. So they have to sit with it. So they have to confront these issues and that chain of emotion, that shame, that guilt. It's like looking at ourselves in the mirror and realizing, I don't like this person that I'm seeing, and I want to become something different. And it's actually that realization that causes us to change. And that can be somewhat painful, mentally exhausting for us. There's a Zen koan that summarizes this perfectly. It says, unless the medicine stones you, it won't cure the disease. And that just goes on to just explain the one fundamental concept I like to tell every single person I know that's going through this. Our suffering becomes our greatest medicine. It's that suffering that serves as a catalyst for transformation, for growth. And so I want to debunk this whole myth that it takes a program, it takes 90 days or 120 days or however long it takes to overcome these bad habits, when in reality, all it takes is a split second and saying, yeah, I don't want to be like this anymore. And so with that being said, how will you know that you overcome this addiction? Well, I've tested this theory many times, and I believe it's one of the surest ways to know. If you can resist having sex with people in your dreams, that you don't give into that temptation when you're in your dream state, then you'll know you've overcome this, because our dreams are a representation of our subconscious mind. As I've mentioned, these urges are purely subconscious mammalian. And so if you can stay away from the so-called succubus of the dream state that they like to refer to, then you know that you've overcome this urge, this temptation to always have to release and give in to those urges. If you found value in this video, please share this with somebody that you believe can benefit from this. Porn affects millions of people worldwide, and it's affecting relationships, affecting marriages, destroying people's sense of masculinity, and just so many cons to porn. I don't think there's anything positive about it at all. So again, if you like this, please share it with somebody that you believe can benefit. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time.